Hey, this is Billy from Perma Pastures Farm. Today we're going to talk about part 2 of the greenhouse build. All right, so here we are. Hopefully you guys can hear me over the pigs in the background being little beggars. This is part 2, obviously, of this greenhouse build, and today we're going to talk about everything else we're doing. We got the superstructure essentially up right now. Now it's time to put in a floor. And we've gone back and forth about what we wanted to do, whether it was going to be an earthen floor or in the past we've used just, the ground itself, the grass and everything underneath it. We thought long and hard about it, and then William decided he was going to do something different. Something that would A, be decorative, and B, also work as something of a battery to retain heat. So let's get down to it. All right, so the work is done, at least that part of it. There's still little bits and pieces that need to get done, so we're going to treat this like an episode of MTV Cribs, right? So welcome to my humble abode. Here we are. This is the floor all done, and I like it. I really, really like it. So what we have here, William decided to go ahead and go with some of this flagstone, which was not fun to move in terms of, especially this one that's the shape of Texas, and that one that is loosely shaped like Tennessee, I think. And then I see Illinois there. I see a few others. It's funny how you can just your mind can play games and make you imagine these things. But anyway, that's part of the fun, right? So in a nutshell, what he did was we put down a base. We got the ground tamped a little bit. Put all the things in there that we needed to kind of keep things where they are. Then there was some gravel. Then obviously the flagstone. And then of course he's put pea gravel around there. I think in the future we'll wind up bringing these stones in a little bit closer. But it's a dual purpose. Number one, it's pleasing for me to look at. It's just not concrete or anything like that. Things I don't want to look at. But we got some cool looking stone in here that's also going to go a long way in retaining heat. which is also part of the reason why I kind of lined it up against the back there. Now, it's still not completely finished. Little things like I want to make sure I get the edges more sealed, and around the doors I have some weather stripping and stuff like that I want to put around those, kind of keep some of the heat in. But essentially, this is it in a nutshell. So this is another one of those little construction tricks. You want to bank all of your indoor work on the days that you can't work outside. So that's why it takes a little bit longer. We've had good weather as of late. Maybe a little bit cold today, but we have good weather, so we get to this on the days where maybe it's super windy, maybe it's cold, maybe it's raining, which we get a lot of here. We save those things for, the days when we can't necessarily work outside. So this is part 2. The only thing really left to do, I think at this point, just to be able to move on and be able to use this space, I think what we're going to do now is we're going to put down some of they're not beautiful, they're not permanent, but they're going to be like plastic tables that we could put down here. There will ultimately be shelves in the back of there. But this is a live working greenhouse. It really didn't take all that much, or, we used as many recycled materials as we can, such as the doors, such as a lot of these timbers here. All things that we already had on hand that we didn't buy, or things that were easily acquired. Now, as a side note, let me also say, I know there are a number of people out there asking about shirts. We have new shirts, new designs, but we're running into all kinds of technical glitches right now, so please be patient with us. We'll have those available hopefully soon. If not linked to the YouTube account, then maybe you can go to our website, which we're still working on as well. So remember, in the meantime, subscribe, tell your friends about us, hit that notification bell, do whatever you got to do to get this information to as many hands as possible. So until next time, this is Billy, the Permaculture Pimp Daddy, where PIMP stands for Permaculture is my passion, because it really is, and here's why.